Are you ready?
Yes, I just got on actually.
Okay.
So we just got it all fired up. But since you're here, over to
Nope.
you.
Go ahead. No, no, no. Keep going. Because I
You
just
sure?
literally, yeah, I just
Oh, okay.
literally just opened up the computer because I thought you weren't on here yet.
Yeah, I literally just got in. We'll talk
Okay.
about what happened later, but
Okay. Go ahead.
all right. So welcome to the jungle, everybody. Appreciate you for showing up. But actually we're waiting for some people to
To
pile in
show up.
right now. So Alyssa, you might want to let the Telegram group know that it is live and up and running. Um, So thank y'all for your patience. We'll discuss later on what's going on with the passwords and stuff. But for right now, we got Dow futures jump more than 250 points as market rebounds from the worst week of the year. So currently the Dow futures is up 0.77%. S&P futures is up 0.79%, and the NAS futures is up 0.90%. For the US, everything, well, actually, the main three are up. Russell 2K is down 1.91%. The VIX is down. It's at 20.87. 20.87. I say 20.87. Are you
Mm.
serious right now? Jeez. Europe all the way up. European markets start the week on a positive note. Asia has a mixed bag. Um, I don't even know why they call it Nifty 50, but fine. Nifty 50 is up. Otherwise, the other four, ASX 200, Nikkei, HSI, and Shanghai, are all down. Hang Seng leads. Losses in Asia. China consumer inflation comes in weaker than forecast. And that is an actual thing that is happening. All right. We got analyst calls for this morning. The biggest ones are Apple, Nvidia, US Steel, Microsoft, and JetBlue. The US Steel one is one to pay attention to only because they're trying to sell the company. I believe a company in Japan is trying to buy US Steel, and it is being blocked. So, and if it's not Japan, it's China, but I believe it is Japan. CrowdStrike and Microsoft
Yeah,
are still.
cause wait, we gotta pause. How you gonna come by the U.S. Steel Company? No.
Listen, listen. Asia is buying everything else. The list of companies that we think are still American are not.
Well, we do know that to be true, and that's because we will sell stuff, and other countries don't
Yes.
do that. They won't sell their stuff, but we'll sell
No.
ours.
No. So you figure when you have, let's say, a country the size with as many people are, let's use Asia in general. Those people are trying to up their money game too. So they're going to be looking for places to invest.
Yeah.
So if America don't care about selling, their goods and services to who to the highest bidder, what do you think is going to happen? Eventually, I mean, America is, it is a land of opportunity, and they're gonna keep coming over here buying stuff as long as Canada put up a what is it called? No, no outside, no foreign investors. They had
Mm,
to block like foreign investors for certain, especially like real estate. They had to block foreign investors for certain stuff. America's not doing that because
mhm.
everybody's scared of the discrimination stuff. But it's like, well, listen, man, why is it not discrimination on that side when they're doing it? Like
Other
they're
countries, yeah.
they're looking out for their people to make sure that their economy is stronger. So
Mhm.
yeah, US still, if it gets sold, it'll be sold. But you figure Taiwan Semiconductor has a factory here in the United States. So I don't even know if one of the major car companies, is it Chrysler, is no longer American. One of those major car
Mm.
companies is technically no longer American.
Oh,
So
no bueno.
yeah, so IBM is not American. I mean, we can go down the list, but they scooping it up. So US still, hey, somebody American better jump in and buy it, otherwise it's off to the races. But I agree with you 100% that it's definitely crazy to see what's happening. Um, for those of you not in the know, the Dow Jones Industrial Average did just take Intel off the list. Nvidia is now on the list. Some people would say in its place. I don't know if I could say in its place, but Palantir is also on the list as well. So just so you know about that. Let's take a peek at earnings. I'm gonna let our listener do the Mancini numbers. For the earnings for the market, Abifax was before open today. After close, we got Oracle, Rubric, Limon IRA, BioStem, Calabo, Mission, Skillsoft, Matrix Service Company, and Avid Bioservices. So these two in the purple, these are in the tech space, software, software infrastructure. We can just say in the tech space, but it's non-semiconductor. And so that's why I have those highlighted. Just like over here on Thursday after close, Adobe is also in that same space. Sometimes software infrastructure and tech services and all of those things kind of get bunched together depending on what site you're looking at. Before open tomorrow, we got Academy, Cognite, Comerica, BioSeries, and Dynagas. After closing Tuesday, GameStop, which of course, if you're looking at the meme stock, that is probably the poster child for it. Dave and Buster's, Petco, Cantaloupe, Mama's Creations, Innovage. Is that what they're supposed to be? Innovage, and the Revolution Petroleum Corporation. I won't go down through all of these because some of these I know that some of us probably have not heard of. I know I have not. But My Teresa and Lovesack on Thursday before open, as well as Big Lots and Kroger. Those are the ones that I have heard of on the open before Thursday, Friday. As of right now, we don't see anything that's being reported. And so once you start seeing this lightweight stuff jumping in here, that means that earnings for this particular time frame has kind of fallen off a tad bit. All right. So let's go look at our calendar for our Forex.
Okay, pause. Did you do
Go for it.
Adam's numbers? Are
No,
you
ma'am. I just said I was gonna let you do that, ma'am.
I saw that, but they need to be prepped. Okay.
Okay, let me let you prep it. Go on and prep it. You be the prepper. Go on and prep. Prep to your heart's content. 10 a.m. the final wholesale inventories month over month. And then 3 o'clock today, consumer credit month over month. Two yellow folders. Do not get it twisted. Just because we don't see any heavy hitters for earnings outside of Oracle today, which is after close, and just because we see so far that there's nothing but the yellow folders, do not assume that something can't happen that turns the market in a different direction. All right, volatility can spring up at any given time. That's the way it works. It ain't fair, but it is definitely the market. So there's always some announcement that can be the thing that we don't even know about. And as we probably have found out over the past, I would say, couple months, some company, some CEO, somebody might be selling shares, and all of a sudden there's a dip that nobody was expecting, and then kaboom, we hit a downturn. So that was Forex Factory Calendar. This is for investing.com. In 12 minutes, we got CB Employment Trends Index for August, total vehicle sales for August, wholesale inventories month over month for July. We also got wholesale trade sales month over month for July. Those are all 1 stars. We got the New York Fed 1-year consumer inflation expectations for August, which is 2 stars. And then that's at 11 o'clock. The other 4 are in about 11 minutes. 11:30, we have the 3-month and the 6-month bill auction. That's 1 star. 12:30, ding, 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 ding. Atlanta Fed GDP now Q3. You get the bell on that one because it is 2 stars. So at 11 o'clock, we got a 2 star. 12:30, we got a 2 star. And then at 3 o'clock, consumer credit for July. Ding, 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 2 stars. So we have to be careful during that time frame. Like I said, on the other page, it wasn't even talking about these things. And these are 2 stars. So That's not guaranteed that there's going to be volatility, but just in case, you definitely want to be prepared for it. All right. So, Alyssa, do you want to do SPY and all of that, or do you want me to do SPX or what? Go. Got it. So, for those of you who have not had a chance to look at what happened on last week, let me tell you about the fall off. Huh? This is a fall off right here, cuz right here, it tried to get up here. It tried to do its thing, and it just couldn't do it. This is all-time high. 556, 69, 67. And it got up there as far as it could get, and then not happen. And you notice that it based right here for about a week and some change, and just wasn't able to make it happen. And you had the drop and then another drop. This is what is known as a cheer formation right here for SPX. So I'm gonna mark that as a cheer formation. We're gonna duplicate that. For those of you who do the traditional leg in, 2 in the base, leg out. And if you notice right here, this was a cheer formation going this direction for the buyer zone. Leg in, base, there's a gap here. So it literally came through here and filled this gap. All right. And it landed in a buyer zone. So it really is in this buyer zone right now. So what I usually do in this situation is mark it this way. I mark it as though it was looking before when it was originally marked. And I'm going to drop a gray dotted line. This is just to signify that it is in, or should I say in the vicinity of what was a buyer zone, right? Just in case we want to see something might go down here, right? So it's in this area. Of course, it came down here a little bit. There's another gap right here that's just under it, right? So you got this as a gap, and depending on how you like the chart, here's what's happening as far as I can see. As far as I can see, you got a leg in, 2 in the base, a gap right here, and then the leg out. So there's a little bit of a push right there for buyers. This is a buyer's gap pushing up right there, right? So that also means if this comes down here, price starts coming down here, it may not just barrel right through there because there may be some buyers sitting right there, right? I would expect to see some buyers right there. He says probably the better way of saying it. 53.77. So this is 53.77. This is 53.52, right? That's about $25 worth. Now we know that SPY can blow right through there with no problem. So that's not an issue for SPY. But what's happening here is leg in, base, leg out, leg in, base, leg out. So we are sandwiched between two cheers, which the stock market is the only place you can say that type of statement and it makes sense. All right. So I'm gonna I am pointing at the base candles right here, right? Because I got 2 in the base right here and 2 in the base right here. So that's what we're looking at right now. For some of us, we will possibly be looking at iron condor, depending on how you decide that you want to trade. If you're doing credit spreads, iron condor would not be unacceptable to consider in this situation right here. It looks like it's pushing up, so the premiums will probably be higher going in this direction to start off. But there's no reason why you couldn't look at. Let me see real quick. Not investment advice, but I mean, you might as well take a peek and see what's going on. I don't know if you were going to do. I don't do 0DT anymore on SPX, so let me look at what's going on in my. Actually, some of y'all do 0DTE, so let me stay legit on that. All right, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What is that? 54. 90. So what that is. So if we're in this area, you would be looking at, and I don't even consider getting into anything until 10:30 myself. But I know some of y'all, you get in early. Okay. Get to church late, but get in the trade early. I hear you. I hear you. I ain't in your business. So if you were looking at this 5 spread around this time, you're looking at 95 cents to $1.05 right now. So again, this is the morning push. So I let the market settle before I do anything. But if we're just looking at numbers, just investigating, 78% out the money, will be 75% or $75. Sorry, $80. That's going to fluctuate because price is brand new to the game until about another half hour and some change. So if you're looking at SPX from that standpoint, that is one angle of it. The 15-minute breakout. You will be marking this first candle right here. And for those of you who trade that strategy, you'll be marking that 15-minute breakout. And it has not started to break out. Break out before you get bum rush. You haven't broken out yet at the Wild Wild West. So we'll be sitting around and waiting to see what's going to happen here. The only thing that I will say about this is, as you're watching this, be mindful that of this last high over here on the 15-minute chart. The last high was 54.60. I'll be paying attention to this. If it breaks out past that, that's when I'll be paying more attention to it. But trust me, it can break out past that and then turn back around and come back down in here. So you definitely don't want to jump in just because you see a little bit of a candle sticking out from there. Definitely give it time. Also, thanks to our Alyssa, actually, I wait until the candle closes. If this is a 15-minute candle, I wait till it closes on the 15-minute to make decisions on what's going on with the candle. So I kind of use it as a guideline as well. But so far, we don't have a breakout or anything like that going on quite yet. This would be a good time for somebody to create their alerts, and you can put an alert in here if you so choose. Let's say if you want to do, I don't know, 55.64, right click, create an alert, and say at or above 54.64 is fine, and say bullish, right? When it gets there on mine, I have it set to not give me that whole line. It has an arrow right here. And so when it hits that line, it'll send me an alert. And then I'll know that when it broke out bullish. And then I can do the same thing at the bottom for bearish, right? I don't trade SPX like that. But I will say this was a very nice gap up. Very nice gap up. This is 54.08 to 54.42. That's a nice gap up. So I got a strategy that I'm trading, dealing with that. That's the only way I'll trade SPX is protection along the way. Cause you got to have the Lord be a fence around your trade, because SPX will tear you up. All right. So
Amen. Amen.
so
Amen.
you ready, Arlissa?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okie dokie. Over to you.
Okay. First of all, good morning, everybody. I wanted to, I don't know how to make this full screen, so it doesn't matter. This is, hopefully everybody can see the Adam Mancini numbers. Is that what you all can see? Jamie, can you see my screen? Did you like walk away from the thing or something? Jamie, yes? No?
I can see your screen.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
Adam, numbers as posted all day Friday. We never need to guess when a bounce will occur in SPX or fight the short. Bounces occur when a breakout level recovers, a breakdown, sorry, when a breakdown level recovers. Then we go long. That was 5,400 on Friday. We recovered and we're now up 31 points. This was maybe 15 minutes ago that he posted this in Twitter. Hold your runners, no change. 54.60 to 64 is up next. Then you read, then there's going to be a reaction. 54.78, 54.25 to 28 must hold. The difference between the SPX and ES numbers, the gap between them is about 11, between 11 and 14, 15, depending on when you look, where you look. It seems like it's about 14. So that's what I used for the change of the numbers this morning. If you're trading XSP, you've got 547 on the call credit spread side and 542, maybe 548. Maybe I probably should have did 548 on the call credit spread side and 542 on the put credit spread side. All righty. Yeah. Something just hit my mind. I got to remember to go back to that. Don't forget, I'm not sure if Jamie, do you have the list of trades on your list to go through, or is that something I need to do as well?
That's all on you, boss.
Alrighty, so this is the list of our trades for the week. We talked about it yesterday on our call. Now, if you don't come to hang out with me on Sunday, shame on you. You should be coming to hang out with us. We do live at 5 every Sunday on YouTube. And basically, I talk about what happened the previous week and I talk about what I see coming for the subsequent week. That's earnings and meetings. And I kind of tell us all the stuff that I know. And then we go over this list. We went through all these stocks yesterday. We charted them all, put them all in a video. So if you weren't on with us yesterday, feel free to go back to my YouTube channel and watch yesterday's broadcast of the this week in the market. I go through all of these stocks here. One thing I did say yesterday, and I want to repeat again, for those of you who are trading like triple Q, your daily, the 1 DTEs, if you're using Peakbot alerts, right, with our indices, triple Q, SPY, SPX, XSP, those kind of things. If you're trading that 1 DTE on Wednesday morning, we're going to have CPI, and on Thursday morning, we're going to have PPI, right? Those may be the days you may decide that you don't want to put the trade on the previous day. So let's say, for example, you don't put Tuesday's 1 DTE on for Wednesday. It's a thought. Now, this is not investment advice. I'm just, trying to offer some guidance for me and you, okay? That you don't put on your 1 DTE of the indices, because those data points are going to be released before the market opens. Of course, the market will respond. And by the time we open at 9:30, your one side of your trade could be blown. So you want to, if we don't have to jump in the fray and hope and pray. We can really just wait and see. All right. So maybe Tuesday we don't do it, Wednesday you don't do it, and then after things settle down after that, then Thursday you put on for Friday and so on. This is for CPI, PPI. If FOMC is going to speak or something like that's going to happen before. These volatile things that happen before the market opens is the places where you want to maybe not do the previous day. That's why we go through each day talking about what's going to happen the next day. All right. I show that Forex calendar. We go through that and investing.com every single day for this very purpose, because as credit spreaders, as sellers of options, that extra monstrous level of volatility or those binary events don't work in conjunction with our spreads. All right. So keep that in mind. We're going to use wisdom. We're going to utilize our strategies that are going to return for us without a lot of energy and having to watch our trades all day. But we're also going to pay attention to what's going on. All right, let's pay attention to what's going on. All righty, this is our list of trades. All these are running inside my sim. Well, most of them I need to see if they've all filled because I put them on all last night, yesterday evening. All right. So I've talked about watching the volatile times. I've talked about these trades for the week, and I've talked about Adam's numbers for the day. All right. I think I have done what I needed to do. Okay. Jamie, back to you.
That quick? Jesus. Some people. Some people, you are muted. I don't know what you're saying. All right.
I was saying call him up and tell him what you
Yeah,
want.
apparently. So let
Listen, I
me
got bars. You see that? Don't jump in the fray and hope and pray. I
look,
bars.
look. First Pingleton chapter 1, verse 1. I'm with you. I'm with you. You
Oh
never
my
gotta worry
goodness.
about me stealing your shine, player. First Pingleton chapter 1, verse 1. That was a good one. Um, so we are looking at SPX, and this is the breakout. So it did break out a little bit. Now, here's what I like about this on the 15-minute chart is that it did break out. It came back to retest, and this is a totally different candle right here. So I will be getting a little bit nosy, seeing what's going on. I still got a good 26-ish minutes. This is also when I will pull out the good old trusty moving averages. See what the moving average got to say about this situation. So let me see. Let me see which one. We'll do this one real quick. So I'll be looking to see what's going on with the moving averages. This is the 50 right here. So on the 15-minute, the 50 is providing some support. We'll look at it on the 5 as well. And see, I'm not on my other PC, but 50 is right here. So that's good to see. This is the 9, this is the 50. So in the areas that I would be trading, this one is a little bit of a surprise because 50 is up here, but it's holding it down. This is 9 on the 1 hour. So support is right here. But since I'm trading, since I'll be trading on the 15, I'll be keeping an eye on what's going on right here and on the 5 before entry. But again, I have some time before I worry about trying to get in. We're going to remove all studies. Anybody have any tickers that they want looked at? I didn't see anybody put anything, drop anything. We did SPX. Let's take a look at Triple Q. Triple Q is going to look more than likely like the one we just saw for
Look at
SPX. So,
Dix and EXPD. I put them in the chat too.
alrighty. Is that Expedia? All right. So this is Triple Q. And again, it looks just like it literally would be the same as SPX. Right. And note that so far, where this candle is sitting kind of low on this other candle. Boom, boom. And go like that. So it looks like the other one, obviously not identical, but definitely fell into a buyer zone, sitting in between a buyer and a sell zone, leg in, two in the base, leg out. It filled that gap as well over here. Again, looks like it'll be an iron condor type situation. So that'll be something to look for. There may not be, I'm not saying that there won't be, but based on what we saw for investing.com and ForexFactory, there may not be any major spikes in any direction. And because earnings doesn't have any major heavy hitters, that might be okay. Who knows? But that could be a possible iron condor type situation for somebody. What is this? Triple Q. I really don't know if I would be doing zero DTE, but I don't do zero DTE on Triple Q. I usually would do a Friday type thing. See what's going on. That's just me. 454 plus 11, it will be 65. Keep in mind, once you start going out a certain time or a certain way, certain distance, you may start seeing these where you start hitting those 0.5 on certain strikes. So be aware of that if you're trying to get your iron condor strikes to be the same in terms of 5 spread, 1 spread, what have you. Just be aware of that. This is a 1 spread in the area that I'm in, so that would be 22 cents on a 1 spread. That wouldn't be bad. It's pushing up, obviously, going bouncing up and down. So this would be a good time to be looking at that. In terms of that's pretty decent. 22 cents on was it over 20% return? 50 43. It will be down here somewhere. If you want to look at this, it'll be down here. It's an example of what I'm referencing. I'll be doing it this way to make it a 1 spread. So that would be about 17 or 18% return on collateral is what I'll be looking at for triple Q, but that's for Friday. So I know some of y'all will be doing 0 DTE, 1, 2 DTE. Totally understandable. All right. Here's what we got. DKS has fallen into a buyer zone. Is what's happening. And actually do it this way. So it's in the zone. Palantir store stocks after stocks soar after S&P 500 inclusion. So we was talking about earlier. Get that prestige of being in the S&P 500.
I didn't turn on my Palantir alert, but I had an alert to enter that trade at 3150. It's probably, oh yeah, that mug is gone.
Oh yeah.
Because my first target was like 3301, which it's even past that target. So I
Oh
figured
yeah.
Palantir was going up and keep moving.
Yeah. That joker's like, I'm out of here.
Right. Count me out.
Yeah. If you didn't get me when you could have got me, you ain't gonna get me at all. That's what that's saying.
I had Palantir, but I didn't turn on my alert.
All right, here we go for
We're looking at Dix.
Yeah, well, DKS is how I prefer to address them. I'm looking at DKS is what I'm looking at. What you do in your own time is your business. You
Oh my goodness. You're a nut. You are a fool.
I'm looking at
Oh my
DKS.
goodness.
Is all I'm saying.
Oh my goodness. Ah la la.
The mouth on you as a math professor, Jesus. I hope nobody walked past your office when you said that.
My office door is closed, but
Lord,
yes.
make sure you got soundproof equipment up in there. Oh my God. Dude, if you get reported, that's on you. That's not on the market.
Ah la la.
Oh my God. Did you hear what Professor Harlessa was saying up in there? Lord.
Lord.
Trying to save your job, girl.
Thank
All right.
you. Thank you.
Yeah, I'll do what I can. DKS is what we looking at. I'm looking at DKS. All right. So what we got here is a failure to communicate. All right. So let's do this. Leg in, base, leg out for this chair formation. And to be honest with you, with this gap that's right here, I don't know. There's a couple different ways you can do this. The buyers push this up, so this buyer pressure is, I don't want to say it's messing up the formation, but it definitely changes what is normally done with that formation, I would imagine. So here's what I'll do. we'll just mark it according to. So if you were doing leg in, 2 in the base, leg out, and we also have this gap right here, right? So we can do it this way. Current price is 207. So yeah, leg in, 2 in the base, leg out, and then you have this right here. That's if you want to consider this a chair formation. This is a seller's gap. So this pushed down and created all of this space right here, which is about $11 worth of space. If you're not cool with doing it this way, the other thing that I see is up here. And again, this is one of those where you got multiple options. I'm looking at leg in, base, leg out is what I'm looking at. And using this as my base candle. However, I know plenty of people that would basically use this as the leg in and put all of these in the all of those in the candle. I mean, all of those in the base. So you will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You have 8 of those in there, and then your leg out would be right here. I can't say that I will argue with that either, to be honest with you. Regardless of what's chosen, as long as you figure out something consistent, I'm okay with this up here, and just using this one as the leg out. That would be fine with me. And I'm going to put another, if you so chose to go with this one as the base, that'll put these two zones closer together. But this is the one that I like here. All right. So then we'll look at some money. See what the money's doing. But I will say, it looks like so far that this buyer zone is getting pushed through right now. So that'd be something to keep an eye on right there. What is happening with this buyer zone? As a matter of fact, let's. I thought I did the 50 moving average by itself, but I guess not. So this dotted line is the line at price. You can't see it right now, but when we switch to something else, you will be able to see it. And let's do this. All right, so this is the 50 moving average right here. This is supposed to be orange, but it shows up. It's supposed to be orange. It's orange on the other computer. But this is the 50 right here. This is the 200 moving average. And so this 50 moving average right here is providing resistance so far. So this is trading under. This is bearish right here, trading under the 50 moving average. So if I'm looking at anything credit spreads related right now, of course, I will be above price up here. Again, I'm not 100% sure outside of this buyer zone. I don't know what other buyer zone. I would imagine leg in, base, leg out right there. Could be another spot. So I don't have a problem marking that as the next one. Whoops. As the next seller zone down. So I'm going to move this arrow up a little bit and go right here. So that gives us 2 buyer zones, this buyer zone and then this one. So we kind of got an idea of where this could drop if it goes through here. All right. But based on where it's located right now, going for this coming Friday. All right. That would be 190. I guess you could say 200 in the 200 range. This is 76% out the money. If you're a 75% out the money person for a credit spread, this may work for you. This is a 2.5 spread, 45 cents, $45 on a 2.5 spread. It's not bad. I mean, I mean, the mathematician would know exactly how much that is. I personally just know it's good. I'd be happy with the coin that I received. And then this is above price 42 cents on the 2.5 spread. Hey man, look, it's more than 10%. So I mean, hey, but of course, with what Alyssa was just talking about, with what's going on with the announcements that are coming up, you got to be careful. We can't necessarily trade in fear, but we definitely need to trade with forethought. Let me just say it that way. Got to be aware of what the potential is. You understand?
That's a good way to put it. So you got you got a few bars yourself. We're not going to trade in
Yeah,
fear, but we are going to trade it for.
I gotta do, I can't just be sitting up in here slouching. You know what I'm talking about?
Right. I know you got skills too. Bring them
You
out. Bring
know,
them out.
you up in here jumping in the fray and praying. I got to come up with something.
Bringing in the fray.
Got to come up with something.
Oh my goodness.
I can't be out here slipping.
Yeah.
No. So this is what I got. So we got, for right now, we looking at some decent premiums for DKS. So hey, that would be a good look for me if I was trying to get her in there. Anything else you want to add to this one, Alyssa, or no? You good? All right. And then the other one we're gonna look at is EXPD. Oh, I thought it was Expedia. I was way off on that. Let's see here. Let's move this first. See what we got. There's a couple things I see here. We are on the daily. I haven't seen this one before, so let me just look at it on the monthly. Oh man, so they're basing sideways and have been for a while. Okay. All right. Okay, week. Okay. The week almost looks more choppy than anything else, but okay. So see a seller's in up here. Duplicate this. They go leg in, base, leg out right there, which means it is in a seller zone. There's another seller zone right here. Just above it, there was a gap right there. This started filling that gap. It is not filled all the way yet. So there's still some space there. Let's go ahead and acknowledge that up there. There's a little bit of space left up there. And then down here, there's a couple things that could be looked at. I will be looking at this one first, even though it's not as strong as I would like. But price did come down to this area. Before, this is what I would call a parity line. Support has been resistance previously. And so it did bounce off of here and continue up. So even though that leg out is not the strongest leg out, this zone seems to be a zone that has been touched repeatedly. So I will be looking at that. But what I really like that I think would be better would be this one. I'll be looking at leg in, one in the base, leg out. So I'll be more prone to look at something like that. Go like this. We'll put a arrow here. This arrow on this base, and put another one here, and the other one we can put in right here. Let's duplicate this one. This guy here. Right? So we got 2 buyer zones down here, and then we will have 2 seller zones up here. And do it that way. So leg in, base, leg out. Right there. Leg in, base, leg out right there. And then we can take a look and see, since this price is closer to the seller zone, I would expect the premiums to be, whoa, I would expect the premiums to be something I'm not trading. I don't mess around. I don't mess around with these monthly expirations, people. Let me see. Yeah, I ain't trying to. I mean, I'll look because it was requested, but your boy ain't putting that on the list. All right, so 0.2. What is that? That would be 126. Ooh, there's nothing here. I don't see anything for September. October. Yeah. We'd have to go out to October. Again, I would not mess with the monthly on this, but 80 cents, according to this. I mean, it ain't too shabby, but your money gonna be tied up. And and so I don't see anything.
Tied up, won't let me live. You know, I got a song for it. Want to hit it go.
So there's nothing going on with this um put credit spread. So again, I really don't mess with the ones, I really don't mess with those. I thought she was doing Expedia when I saw EXPD, but yeah, I wouldn't mess with this. You don't got enough opportunity to even make any money on this one. So I hate to kick something to the curb, but if it's gonna be something I kick, it would be this one. Let me say it that way. Let's swing back around real quick. Let's take a look, see at our 15-minute 1026 Eastern Standard Time. For those of you who are in other denominations of time frames. So this is what happened earlier. I was talking about being careful in here because it could poke out and then turn back around. And that is what happened here. So that breakout didn't happen exactly like it looked. I mean, it looked like it was about to really do something right there. And it did not. So that will be something to watch. If you are looking at the SPX version of the 15-minute breakout, let's take a look and see what my baby mama is doing over here. Let's see. What's going on? What's going on? Zoom in. What did I miss? Did I miss something? Oh, there it is. Okay. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. So we got our first 15-minute, and it is taking off like a rocket. So, and this is what I was saying. I forgot when it was. We were talking about this is I want to say maybe a month ago, something like that. I was talking about one of the differences between SPX and RUT and why I liked RUT when it came to the 15-minute breakout, because I was saying that I had started seeing that there were times where RUT would be broken out already of his 15-minute and SPX wouldn't. And so this is an example of what I was seeing. So in this case, since I'm just now coming into the chart, I would be marking this as a level just to watch and see what happens here because of this last high over here, 2112. So I'll be watching this to see if it's going to break through here. It's going to turn around. It may come back down and retest. So this is where I will begin watching it and get ready to enter. And this is another one where I can't do volume average on this one because it is an index. All right. So this has it trading under the 50 moving average as well. Right. So this is trapped between I believe this is the 9 and the 50. These this is the MACD histogram bars. This is showing a push up. So that's another reason why I put this line in here just to see what happens once it gets past here. Because if it keeps pushing up and it breaks past this past high, then I feel like it has a shot of continuing up enough. And again, I don't need this thing to shoot up forever. I just I just need it to shoot up long enough to fill my second side. So that's all I care about once I get into the trade. But as far as the MACD is concerned, these bars are pushing up. So that's telling me that there's an increase, I guess you could say, in pressure. All right.
Pause. I'm gonna need to go to class. I'm actually gonna have to do a little strut. I teach
Oh,
at
you got
10:30. So go ahead and when you finish, wrap it up. And everybody, I want y'all to have a good day. I want you to stay green and definitely get this money. Jamie's gonna guide you as we go. All righty. I'll see
all
you all
right.
in the market. All right.
Have a
Bye
good one.
everyone. You too.
All right. We can see that the 50 moving average is causing a bounce right here. So that's what we'll be looking at. That's what I'll be looking at in terms of Russell 2000 to see what happens for the rest of the day. All right. That is the direction I shall be going. Okay, I didn't see any tickers. So we're going to keep it moving. All right. We appreciate y'all showing up to hang out with us on this morning. We wish you a profitable day of trading. Our E2T daily declaration by faith. I am a successful trader. I'm a wise and knowledgeable trader. I make smart and lucrative decisions for my portfolios. Money likes me because money is comfortable around me. It is drawn to me. E2T daily prayer. Lord, give us wisdom and knowledge for our trades today. Help us to make smart and lucrative decisions for our portfolios. All righty. As of right now, the Dow futures is up 1.06%. The S&P futures is up 0.94%. NAS futures is up 1.06%. The VIX is down 7.95%. It is down to 20.60. The Dow Jones is up 0.93%. The S&P 500 is up 0.74%. NASDAQ is up 0.72%. And Russell 2K is up 0.85%. Everything is up closer to 1%. Thank you all so much for hanging out with us today. And we will hopefully see you tomorrow. Hasta mañana. Enjoy the rest of your day. And if you have any questions, you can always find us in our Telegram group, or you can post questions in the comments below. Thank y'all so much, and you all have a great day. By the way, please remember to click like and subscribe. Gracias.